Hi guys, good morning. It's Dawn from Let's Make a Mess today. How are you doing? I hope everybody is well. I hope you're not bored out of your mind by having to stay home, but at least we do have the internet and we have each other, so we can do some crafting and yeah, so as promised, today we're going to start what's going to be our I don't even know what to call it. These are like canvas or how about just canvas covered um, art journals, okay? And they're going to be with sewn signatures. No, with hidden sewn signatures. And this is going to be part one. And I think there's going to be maybe 3 parts. I'm not sure, maybe 4. So yeah, so welcome to Canvas Covered Art Journals, a tutorial. I should write that on there, tutorial. And with hidden sewn signatures. And this is a lot of fun. And this is a really cool thing. Now, I have to preface it by saying that I took a class, and the class cost me $130. And I want to say thank you to You Know Who You Are for donating 2 very generous donations to my PayPal account, because I used that money to take this class. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It was probably I haven't taken too many art classes, but this was a favorite, okay? Like I don't remember taking any art classes like in a physical brick and mortar. I've done it online, but this is by far my favorite art class like ever. I had so much fun. So thank you for making that possible. Okay. And also the lady Peggy was my teacher, and I don't think that she created this technique. I think she took a class and learned it as well. And let me just also say that techniques aren't copyrightable. So it's okay. If you learn a technique, you can show a technique. So that's why I'm doing it, and that's okay. And so yeah, so let's just get started. What you're going to need for this class, let's start out with 2 canvases. Now, the canvas that I used for I can't show you the art journal that I created because I don't have the cover. It's at the class, but I can show you the signatures that I made. These are all sewn together. There's 4 sewn, and these will be hidden. And these are the signatures that I made. But you'll be able to see that I don't have really large canvases because the corona or the virus hit and I wasn't able to get what I wanted. But I found this size 8x10 panels at, these were at Joann's. I found these panels at Dollar Tree. Now I know Dollar Tree has big ones, but this is the largest ones they had while I was there, but I wanted a little bit bigger. So we're going to go with these 8x10s. And then you'll also, so 2 of those, and you'll also need, if you want, a smaller panel that we are going to then add to the front of this book. Now, everybody did this at the last class, but I didn't do it because I actually loved the cover that I created, which is still sitting at the last class. So I've got to pick that up this week. I'm actually going to go there and pick it up. So I know, but I am going to go there and pick it up. I will be wearing a face mask and my gloves. And there's not going to be anybody there except the person that owns the store. So I'm happy. So anyway, so let's just talk about what you'll need. 2 flat panels and a smaller panel. And we're going to use these. And these were also Dollar Tree. And you got 3 for $1 on this one. I think these were 2 for $1. Or no, I think they were $1 a piece. I don't know. But it's $1, so it's not bad. Then you're going to need some canvas, because the canvas is then going to be the binding. This is going to be like so. I don't have any clean canvas, so what I did was at home. So what I did was I tore up an old picture, a canvas that I got at a thrift store a long time ago. You know how I collect these? It came in handy. And so, but if you have arthritis or anything, you have to pull these off, and then you have to cut them, and then pull, and then cut, and then pull and cut. If you have arthritis, it might be painful. So if you have some of these, and if you have anybody that's strong around you right now that can help you pull one of these apart, do that. Save yourself a little bit of aggravation. Okay, so go ahead and but if you have canvas, that's even better. So today we're going to need the canvas, and we might need that. We're going to need these two, this two, and these two, and you're going to need a template today. So, but before I tell you what we need today, let me just kind of run through the list of what we need possibly for the full tutorial. 2 flat panel canvases, a small canvas, a paper cutter, a bone folder, some wax thread and a needle, and I can show you that when we get close to that. We're not going to need that today. Matte medium, you'll need that today. Images and painty paper. Painty papers are fine. Scrap paper is fine. Newspaper, tissue paper, whatever you want, just some kind of paper to decorate. A glue stick and washi tape. Masking tape is going to be, you really need masking tape and paint for this canvas covered art journal tutorial with a hidden sewn signature, part 1. And you're going to need this this template, and we're going to be making, you're going to need this template for the pages. So we're going to need a template for the pages, and you're going to need a template, or a jig, they're calling it, a jig for your signatures when we get there. And I'll show you how to create that template too, okay? So I used a kind of a heavier piece of paper that I found on a calendar, okay? So go ahead and create yourself a template. And what I did was I just put down the 2 canvases, and then I just went a little smaller than they are, about 1/4 of an inch. You know, maybe not even that, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So, but I mean, you want them to be a little bit smaller. So like about like so. So I got the top showing a little bit. This could even be a little smaller. I might cut those a little bit smaller, but I do like how this is fine. This right here on the edge is fine. It's like 1/4 of an inch. So make yourself a template and put a T on it with an arrow facing up, so you know where the top is all the time. Okay, I don't know why that's important, but to me it's important. Because you know, if it's kind of wonky, it might get weird. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this out while we're at it. So I'm going to cut, I don't have the perfect measurements for my, I don't know, a spine, I guess you'll call this. So I'm just going to go ahead and go like so, and like so, and like so. And I know that canvas cuts really well, you guys. It cuts really well. So I'm going to cut here. I think that's a little wide. I'm going to go with like right there. Let's measure so you guys know. Let me get a better measurer. This measurer is pretty good. We're going to go with, I'm going to go with 4 inches for the start. 4 inches. I think that might be a little overkill, but that's okay. This is a practice one. I consider the one I made at class a practice one, so you can too. So let's just draw that line. Then we're going to cut this out with a pair of scissors, because I've tried cutting this with my chomper before, and it didn't work. So a good pair of scissors is all you need, and a steady hand, I guess. So let's just cut this off here. And that's not a very steady hand, is it? There we go. Close enough. These are horrible scissors, and they're brand new. So I was so glad that I had some of this canvas here. I actually do have some canvas, don't I? Didn't I just buy some canvas? But it's not this kind of canvas. It was like thinner. More like a muslin-y. Or did I buy some canvas? I don't know. This is what we're using, and I don't care. I'm going to cut this off so we can put this in Fatty Patty somewhere. Just, you know, why not? That's a good piece to keep for Fatty Patty. We always think of Fatty Patty, don't we? So yeah, let's just trim this and throw that away. Save this for another day. Okay. All right. So now we have our canvas. And it's going to be, oh yeah, it's too big, but that's all right. It's actually not bad. So this is going to be like the front. And then we're going to have, and you got to remember when you're putting your stuff down, see, I want to put that there. So when you're putting your, I think I could go with 3 inches on this. I think I will. Go with 3 inches, you guys. Sorry about that. I think 3 inches is sufficient. Or is that too short? Oh, I think 3 inches is good. I really wish I had my other one. Let's leave it at 4 for now, since we're not putting it together today. If it turns out to be smaller, we can cut it later. Not a big deal. Today, all we're doing is basically decorating the cover and creating some art pages, signature pages. So with that, let me go ahead. Okay, so let me explain how this is going to go. This is going to be your front. This is going to be your back. And when you open up, this is going to be your spine. And when you open up your journal, it's going to be really cute with that on there. I have an idea for this. It's going to be fun. So when you have when you open up your journal, this is going to be, pretend it's a book, and it's going to have, you know, a page like this, which is going to be, I don't know what that page is called, but it's going to be, and it's going to be on both sides. So we don't have to decorate the inside of the cover. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, because this page and this page is going to be covered up. The front page of your, see, that's why I put this here, because so it'll be like so. It'll be together, okay? So the front page of your journal, your art pages, you don't have to decorate that. It doesn't have to be anything special. And the back page can be as ugly like that, because that's going to be covered. This is going to be covered up as well. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and start decorating our journal. However, we might want to put a little bit of paint, or you can use black marker around the edges, because again, you just need to cover up this piece. So what I would do is I'm going to wait, because I'm going to cover it up when I'm done, after I know what this is all about. Now I'm going to just go ahead and collage with Mod Podge today on this. So let me get some Mod Podge out, and let me get some you know, paper underneath here so I can make a great big mess, and I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I've got lots of painty papers here. I am going to just start collaging down on my cover and my back. So let's just do that. You're not going to collage on your canvas spine. We're going to paint that, okay? So let's just get started collaging. Make sure everything's okay on my phone. Looks like we're good. So, okay, so let's just start collaging. I think I'll start with this one. This is awfully pretty. Now on my last, the first one that I made that's in class, is I went ahead and I painted this whole thing black. I gessoed it black. But this time I want to leave it a whiter color, so I'm just going to go with a whiter color. So yeah, so let's just get going. I love this color. And you don't have to worry about the edges, because well, because, right? They're the edges. So yeah, I might add some, I'm going to add some book pages and some music sheets and all kinds of fun stuff. Let's see what I got here. I might even add some piano paper. So yeah, make a mess. Make a mess. Asian. Here, grab this. Come on. I can't grab it. There we go. you know, just so that I'm not spending too much time on these. So I'm going to use matte medium, acrylic medium. This is by Utrecht. Utrecht or something. Utrecht. I don't know. I picked this up, I think, at Mecca in Eugene. So let's just go ahead and get this down. Get our covers down. Then you have to let them dry, because once we get all this down on here, we have to put a gel medium over the top of it, so that, and the gel medium has to dry overnight. So we have to set these aside. So yes, we have to set these aside to dry. These canvases are, I believe, pre-gessoed, which from what I hear isn't a great, even when they say they're pre-gessoed, if you're painting on them, it's not really a great, that's not great anyway. You still should gesso, but we're not painting right now, so yeah. And then you'll want to take a credit card and smush out and flatten out that as much as you can. So you'll need to add a credit card to our list of things that we need. Now, if you have one image that you want to use, just do that. Okay? You don't have to do a collage, but you know me, that's where my heart goes, to collage. So we will do collage. I'm going to use a little bit of this, a little bit of that, tearing up some paper here. The reason I'm not using Mod Podge on this is I think these books are pretty special, number one. And number two is Mod Podge does tend to be sticky, and I just don't really want to deal with the sticky. You know what I mean? I just don't want to deal with the sticky. So, yeah. I mean, if you want them crinkly, you can have them crinkly, but I'd rather not have this one crinkly. So I'm really going to try to do that. And then we put the matte medium over the top of this, so it'll really get it nice and shiny. Because I have a nice gloss matte medium here that I'm going to be using. Gloss gel. So I love that. That was a gift from Christina. So thank you, Christina. So this is a good time to maybe use some of your deli prints too. Now we will be using deli print on the inside as well on your signatures, but you have to be careful how you use deli print, because this is an art journal, and you're going to be painting on these pages, and deli print, you can't, this can't be your whole page. It's too thin. So we have to make it substantial by adding it to a thicker piece of paper. So, yeah. So there's that. Just digging through my little stuff here. I love that. This is pretty. How about that? No, I'm just kidding. This is pretty. Might add some of that on here. And I don't care if it sees through a little bit, because I want this one a little lighter anyway, so I'm really actually going to just use this as is. I like it. My last journal, the one that I made in class, I think I already said, was black. And I love it. I gessoed it all black before I put on anything. And I ended up loving how it turned out. But this one, I want the lighter on the background a little bit. So, yeah. Actually, this is a really good paper ripper one. Yeah, I love that. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So this will be an art journal that you will be loving forever. And of course, we'll play in it when they're done. And do some art in it. But today we're just going to work on the covers and then a few signatures. And then we have to wait for the covers to dry completely before we can do anything else anyway, because of the gel medium. Oh, that's pretty. And I love that it's so light. Love. This is a good place for your deli papers, guys, the cover. Really good place. A little bit of this design down on the bottom. Thank you guys for joining me on my live stream the other night for my napkin journal. I created a napkin journal. I've just started it. Not sure how I'm going to go with it. I think it's going to really develop as it goes, though. I really do. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of fun in that journal. A lot of fun. So if you haven't checked out that last live stream that I did, it's just said live stream, let's just make stuff. That's what I made. I had heard of napkin journals before, but never actually seen them. And then since then, I've seen a couple because I was looking now, and I noticed that they actually use them for art journaling. Well, we'll do that, but not immediately. I want to just get some backgrounds in there, and I just want to, this is which I'm not sure what's the top and what's the back. So you have to remember that part of the side is going to get covered up by the spine. So just remember that when you're so diligently trying to find something to put on here. I think I'm going to run with this. Yeah, this is pretty. I think someone actually sent me this and it's beautiful. So let's run with this beautiful jelly print. Ooh, I like that. That'll go on the back too. Now see what's going to happen is you're not going to know which one you like better for the front or the back. That happened. I want the side piece to be a little bit more straight. There we go. Like so. And I'm totally just going to switch it up a little bit. That's perfect. can hear my washer in the background. I got my washer going today. And of course, naturally, when I started my wash, I was like, all of a sudden I started freaking out. Oh my gosh, do I have enough laundry soap and bleach to last me? That was my first thought. I mean, really, it's like, whatever happened to the abundance that, we used to feel like, oh, I'll just run out and get some. I mean, I'm sure it'll all pass, but boy, that was a fear, I don't have any, what if I don't have enough, Oh my gosh, I don't like that feeling. It reminds me of when I was a kid and we were really, really poor. It's like, oh gosh, those feelings are back. It's very scary having to, and knowing, And I'm kind of scared to use this because I don't know what it says. So I'm going to wait on that. Let's, oh, this is a good one. No. Let's go with some more. Let's just go with some more of my, it's not good. I'm staying in, oh, this is pretty. I'd like to put that on the back. So I'm kind of holding some stuff off that I might put on the back. So there's the back kind of thing. I need something. Maybe I should put this up there. Oh, I actually should. It's perfect because it ties in with this here. And then we'll go around the corner. Really hard for me not to get my fingers in there. I feel like I need just a pinch of color here. So I'm just going to snake some of this off and put it like right there. Yep, just what I want. Just what I need. A little bit of color. So there's one side of our cover. I don't know if this is the back or the front. I think it's the front, but I'm not sure. So we're going to go ahead and let this dry while I do the other one. There we go. So find a nice place for that where your cats won't crawl on it. And as I'm picking this up, I'm seeing a few little bubblies right here. See if I can get those out of there. It doesn't matter if it bubbles, guys. It's okay. I don't, I'm not a perfectionist, but I think that one's too late to fix, but that's okay. Okay. I like it. Nice little front cover or back cover, whatever it is, and then we will go around it, and I will explain that to you when we get there. So let me find a spot for Gracie to not walk on here. Isn't that pretty? That is kind of pretty, huh? It's going to be our art cover front. And we'll do the other side now. And I am going to go ahead and stick with some of these because they're just lovely. I did that one, I remember. Somebody else did this one, I think. I believe. Or is this too dark? That one's kind of dark. Let's stick with our colors that we've got going. Kind of the warmer color. Like that there. Like so. I think this one's been done on two sides or something. Let's fix this. It's a little too straight for me, but I like it and I don't, you know what I mean? Okay, so that's fine. There we go. Let's put this here. I'm being a little precious here, and that's driving me crazy. Let's put that there. Okay. And there we go. Let's put that there. And maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. This piece really kind of drives me crazy. Can't tell which is which. Because see, it's got that on the back. See? Not here. It's kind of weird. Okay, there's that. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, here's a piece I did. That would kind of go. This would have been a great signature. Ah! Oh, well. I want to find some more deli sheet, though. Hold on. There's some more deli sheet. I know I have more deli sheet somewhere. Ah, no? Hold on, guys. What's that? Pink? I need pinker deli sheet. This is pretty. It's not deli. Here's some. Perfect. Okay. I don't think I did this deli sheet. Somebody sent me this one. It's pretty. That's a nice one. I like that. So you just kind of want to put it and mess with it and yell at it, and, you know. See how it goes? See how it goes? I actually want this up here. Up there. This here. There we go. That's great because it'll show through. Okay, and then we'll do some of this in here somewhere. I'm not sure where. Put that in here somewhere. I'm going to introduce that one yet. Oh, here, we've got more of this pink. Yay! Okay, good deal. Happy about that. Pink right there. Perfect, perfect. And then that's good. And then maybe, just maybe, I don't know. What's this? I like that there better. I have to look at the other one. What did I do? Oh, I just had, okay. Oh, do I have any more of that? That would be good. That would be good. You guys can use napkins. Oh, look what I found. I don't have any more of this one though, but I might have to. Napkins would be, there, that's got to go in the middle. Napkins would be really good. Oh, actually, this is perfect. Let's just use that up. Actually, no, I want to take that off. Napkins would be really great for this, and but yeah, that's perfect. And you know what, anything you guys feel like collaging down would be just fine. Here we go. Now, if you need to get up and walk away and do something different on this, you need to take a picture of it with your cell phone, okay, you guys, so that you know where you were and what you were doing. So, okay, so let's get this down. And I'm going to start with this. I'll stick this right here. Okay. That, and that, and that. I don't know what I had down here already. Ha! Okay, these two for sure. We'll just start like that. These two for shizzle. We know what we got going on here for shizzle. Faux shizzle. So I've got to go for a walk. I need to get out today for sure because I am not kidding. It's not, we haven't been doing this long, and I'm like you guys. I already have kind of like a cabin fever thing going. It's like, wow. Isn't it funny how part of your brain says, this is overkill. Something's not right. This doesn't make sense. It's too much, you know. The other part of you is saying, this is necessary. You've got to do it. I think we all have that little kid inside of us that wants to rebel and better not. Right, guys? So don't. Do what they say. Unfortunately, we have to do it. Okay. Now what? I think this was here. But I think I want this like so first. You can change your mind and put things over it. It's just glue and paper. And I look at these as our practice ones, right? This is my second one, but hopefully I'll have it. It'll be better. But my first one was pretty darn good. I think you're really careful on your first one. Reminds me when I did my first haircut when I was coming up on the floor from beauty school. Boy, I was so careful. I thought, this is the best haircut. I think my instructor actually said your first haircut will be the best haircut you ever do because you're so careful. Isn't that funny? Funny but true. Okay, I'm kind of changing things around, but not too much. And this is why I needed to make some jelly plates, you guys. And I don't know, did I ever make them with you? I made some by myself. I think I did a video and then I didn't like it or something, so I never posted it. I don't remember. Not all videos come out very good. Most of mine don't, but I post them anyway. So there's that. Well, I'm not a perfectionist. Sometimes when I look at some of the polished videos that are out there and then I see what I put out there, I'm like, how do I even have any subbies? I love you guys so much for supporting me. That looks too similar in color, doesn't it? But I have to use it. I can go over it a little bit. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. You guys are very kind. I have the best subbies on the network, on YouTube. I can say that because it's flu. You guys are the greatest subbies. So wonderful. So wonderful. Let's see. It's all right. I'm going to go with that. I like it. I want to bring it up a little bit. So like right there. Picky much today, Dawn? Picky much today, Dawn? Trying to lose all water Aha. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with that side too. I like the lighter side. Not, you know, that side. I like this side. Mm-hmm. And remember, I'm going to be going around the edges. One of these edges is going to be the spine, and then we're going to be painting around the edges too. So do not worry. Do not worry. I'm not sure about this piece. I'm really not sure about it. I like it, but I don't. I'm going to use it though, right there. Okay. I'm just playing on this side a little bit. Oh yeah, I like that right there. Kind of a messy page, isn't it? But I really actually love it. You know, does it go? I think it goes pretty good, don't you? I think so. And I'm not sure which is going to be the front, which is going to be the back. Okay, so we've got these two done. Let me go ahead and run over. Put that in there. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Darn it. I have to dry it off. Okay, let's just make sure that we have this one pretty well flattened out. It looks good to me as I hold it up and look at it. I don't think anything's going to lift. All right, so we've got that. Now I want to do this little guy. I might go ahead and put that on there. I think I will, just this whole piece. Because, guys, here's what happened to me the other day. I couldn't believe it. So I had this box, right? And it had this piece on it. You guys have probably seen this. I think I have another one. Actually, let me see if I can show it to you. Hold on. Yeah, I have it. So I have this box, right? This is where I keep all my prompt cards that I never use, which we need to do. But anyway, it had this piece of this right here on it, and it was tied with a string. And I thought, ooh, I'm going to do that on my cover. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to tie some string around it maybe, and put it on here, or just put that on there. I don't know, and then like cover that up too. So that's my plan. But I want these to be over here drying really quick for a sec, and then we'll play with this. But I want this to be kind of a contrasting color. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this whole thing on here because I absolutely love this with the blue and the gold. Should I... Hang on. I need this much. I'm going to have to rip it. Oh, I'm scared to rip it. Because, here, I'm not going to rip it. Because, well, I will rip it, but after I do this. There. All right, now I will rip it. But I'm going to use this silver one. If I can find it. Okay. can go in a little bit because I don't need it to be all the way out to the edge. So yeah. Because I don't want it to wrap around. I'm gonna paint around the edges on this too, right? So yeah, my fingers are sticky because of that stuff. Oh no, let's stick to them. All right, you. Everybody's a comedian. There we go, close enough. All right, let's tear this side, and we're going to go in a little bit. You can go ahead and just collage yours, or paint it, or put an image on it, whatever you want to do. This is just what I'm choosing to do on this one. Perfect. And let's put a little bit more on this one. Perfect. Perfect enough. Okay? Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect enough. Actually, I think I could tear a little bit more. I think I'll tear it off of, this side, whatever. Okay. Yeah, see? Yeah. So let's put that down. And now that my brush is wet, and I've got collage everywhere. Dry this pretty good. We don't want it to be wet. Boy, if there's anybody that knows how to ruin a brush, it's me. Right? I am a brush wrecker-upper. For sure. For shizzle. So I don't think we're going to work on our signatures today. I think we're just going to do these covers. And then the next one we will work on our because we've been at it a while. But the next one we will work on our signatures. And but we got to let these covers dry completely. We still have the spine to do and everything today. So yeah. But I think I'm going to leave it at this, and we'll work on this little guy later. But but we'll get most of it done. I just didn't realize it was going to take so long. These could be very long classes. Oh, and I'm not going to wait till our craft Wednesday. I'll just put these up whenever I can now. So expect them fairly soon and fairly regularly so that you're not waiting too long in between. If you're waiting too long in between, I apologize. That just means something came up and I couldn't get to it. So I apologize for that. Okay, but like right now, yeah, so I'm going to do that and then I'm going to have my little, where'd it go? My little, this thing in the middle with something on it. Maybe, I'm not sure. Or you know me, I might put a Buddha, but there's a million things that you can do. So just play it by ear. No drama allowed. Got a nice little crease on that one. It's kind of a sucky thing, but that's all right. Not much I can do about that little crease. It's a little weird crinkle, but that's okay. But this is pretty. Isn't that pretty? And I think it'll look beautiful sitting like that on the front of my cover, whichever one turns out to be my cover. I don't know. So right now I need to dry these up, and then we're going to add paint around them, and then we're going to put our gel medium on there. So let me put that away. Put that away. Let me be right back, and we will dry these up. Or these will be dry, and then we'll put our gel medium on there. Okay, we are back, and I had a hard time deciding what color I wanted to go around. Now I know black would be like the color, but I already did one that way. So this one, I was thinking, well, how about just white? You know, white would be kind of pretty too. I thought, no, and then I thought, how about gold around the whole thing? And I was like, no, I'm going to go ahead and, funnily enough, I'm going to use magenta around the edges just because I like that look. And then I'm going to use gold around this one, and then magenta and gold on the spine. So let's just roll with that. We'll start with this one. They're fairly dry, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this Liquitex. Is it Liquitex? Yeah, acrylic gold. I don't know how much of I have left, but I'm pretty sure I have enough. So I'm going to put the gold on this one. Oh, I almost messed up there. So we're just going to do a little bit of gold around the edges of this one. And we don't have to worry about the back of this one because it's going to go straight down. And I'll tell you what I mean about that in a moment. So, yeah. Let me come down a little bit. See, oh, now that I've got paint on my finger. There we go. Come down a little bit. So, yeah, we're just going to paint around this one. A little bit of gold. Doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of mess it up a little bit. This is just, yeah. But you want it on the sides because you will see the sides. And, yeah. That's funny. Where did that come from? That stringy stuff from my canvas, I think. There we go. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is an art journal, you guys, not a school project. It does not have to be perfect. Thank goodness, because I would never get an A. Yeah, I would never get an A. So there we go. All right. So then that's going to be that. Let's mess it up even a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Messy, messy. There we go. I like that. Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, so we'll set that aside to dry. And then we're going to go ahead and just paint this really quick and hope that this cover, maybe I should go over it with some gesso. Oh, you know what? If this shows through, I don't care. It'll be fine. So let's go ahead and just paint this. Oh, yeah, I actually like that when that shows through. That's perfect. Pretty. I love it. I love it. Happy accident. Right, great. Right, you guys? I almost said right, Gracie. She's oversleeping on my daughter's bed today. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this 4-inch spine width on this canvas. So, yeah. You don't have to be too precious about it, you guys. Let that dry, and then we'll go around that with some gold. Oh, that'll be pretty. Pretty, pretty. So, yeah, I like that. I love that that shines through there. That's going to look really cool. So we'll just leave that right there. Give that a quick little blow dry. That'll look nice. It's going to be very busy, but it's an art journal. And the pages are going to make it look even busier. So let's let that dry. Let these dry. And then we need to go around this with magenta. And that'll tie that in there. And I don't care if the back of this gets painty or not because it's going to be covered, remember? Because it's going to have that paper on there. Okay, and then the last step we have to do today is just add some gel medium and let them dry. And then we are done with our covers today. Our cover pieces, I should say. So let me push that off to the side. And then we will put that in there. We don't need that. Don't need the gold. We're done with the gold for now. We're going to do gold around this one. So we're going to leave that out. But we need to do our magenta around the sides of this. And again, be messy. Who cares? Messy, messy. And you actually should come down a little bit, but I'll worry about that later. We'll worry about the back later. I probably should have painted the back with some, well, this isn't a very opaque color, is it? Look at that. Really not. I have to do 2 of them. Oh, crappy paint. Crappy paint. It's all right. We'll do 2 coats. Messier the better, guys. It's an art journal. It's fun to be using up all of our stash while we're in isolation. Right? This ought to keep you busy for a while. Make a couple. I'm gonna. Well, this is my second one, so. Oh, that was a mistake. I don't want to do that. There we go. Let's let that dry. Not a very good job there, but that's okay. Looks better. Looks more better. I'm going to do 2 coats, so don't worry. And I'll show you if, when we get to the back, we can do, before we put it together, we can add more paint in the back, because we might have to. But not today. Just not today. We've been at it a long time, and I've got to go for a walk, and I got some other actual business to take care of online. So, yeah. But the days go by pretty fast when you're crafting, don't they? So that helps. So maybe this won't be too long. But those of you that have a partner right now, you're kind of lucky. I don't have a partner. It's like, oh, gosh. It'd be nicer if I had somebody to fight with. Right? Right, Ola? Okay, let's go ahead and blow dry these a little bit. A pinch. Okay. And then we'll do another coat around the edges. This is going to be my front, this one down here for sure. I like it much better. It's got more interest. So this will be the front. Very busy. Very busy. This one needs some gold around it. Let's do that really quick while these are setting up. This poor pile right there is taking a beating. Okay, let's put some gold around this one really quick. Get that done. Okay. I'm going to lay it down and do it. I think just kind of like so. Nothing too precious, you guys. Nothing too precious. In fact, the messier the better, because that just means you're not taking it too seriously and you're having a good time. Oh my gosh. You know me. The messier the better. Yeah. That'll be pretty. It's going to go around the edges. I like it. Okay, so that's pretty. See? That'll go around. I like it. It's going to be crazy. Crazy fun. All right, so done with the gold. Let's go ahead and smoosh some of this around. I got some gold on my fingers. Let's just see what happens as that mixes up. I don't care. We don't care. Okay. A little bit more right here. Yeah. just really wish this was a little bit deeper color, you know, a little bit more opaque. Could have added some black to it. Maybe that would have helped. I don't know. But these colors have been in my stash for a while, so yeah, that's probably one reason why they're not so great. Probably one real good reason. It's better. That's more better. Did I do this side again? I don't know. I think I did. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's just let those dry. Do this one. That looks better with a second coat for sure. Two. Three. And side 4. And then we will lay these down and dry them. And I will be back and we will put the varnish on here, which is very important. All right, so there we go. Let's let those dry and I will be right back. Okay guys, we are back and we have our pieces that are what we have worked on so far. We are not going to need this today, so put this away. You can put this with your template because we're not going to use either one of these today, but just have them handy for this project. Okay, and so what we are going to need today for the rest of the project is these 3 pieces. And this is going to be my front cover. I think it's going to go this way, yeah. This will be my back cover, and this is going to go on here like so. And so that is going to be, and then this will be like that. So that's going to be kind of a cool looking art journal, don't you think? I just think it's pretty cool. So anyway, so that's the plan. But what we need to do today now is we need a spatula. So please add either a spatula or a credit card to your things we need list that I mentioned earlier. So add that to that list. I had a metal spatula somewhere. I don't know where it is though. I think I lost it. I don't know, but we'll just use this today or a credit card. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and just do the back cover first and put that out of the way. Now I've got 3 gel mediums here, and I'm going to use the gloss gel for these because I really like the gloss gel. So we're going to use the gloss gel for this because you can use Mod Podge, but I want these to be kind of special. So I'm going to use this special medium that somebody gifted me, and it really makes them look really shiny and finished. And what we used in class, well, I didn't use it because the other girls were using it and I couldn't get my fingers on it. It was something called tar gel. So if you've got something called tar gel, you can use that as well on here, okay? So remember that there's something out there called tar gel that you can use, which was really thick and really, really, really yummy. And I just got that all over my laptop, and that's lovely. My poor laptop, right, guys? Our poor laptop really takes a beating, doesn't it? Okay, so let's just clean that up. So let's go ahead and spatula this on here, and then we're going to put it somewhere nicely to dry. This is, again, this is the back. So we want to put quite a bit on. Be generous with it. And just go around there like so. And, yeah, this is going to be our cover. Now I went like that with my fingers, but I can't keep my fingers out of this stuff, you guys. And if you do use your fingers, know that you will really be having to scrub up later. Now also, it does look like the medium that I used last time, I think it was this kind, I'm not sure, it could have been golden. But I think that it settled and didn't leave these marks, but I don't remember. And I don't have my cover in front of me. I will have that cover tomorrow. If it does leave these marks, I don't care. So, but you just want to make sure that you cover it pretty, pretty, pretty generously, you know. A little bit. I'll make sure you get some on the sides there. I might go around on purpose with my fingers when I'm finished here. And I'll put this off to the side to dry. And this is going to take 24 hours at least to set up, you guys. Don't mess around with it, okay? This is not one of those things that you want to use your gun on, your blow dryer. You really want this to set up and be nice. So yeah, so there's that. That was my takeaway from what I learned in my class. So yeah, kind of like frosting a cake. Now I don't have the best tool here, but that's okay. You could use a credit card. A nice clean credit card might do a better job. That's all right. Like I said, I'm not sure. This looks like, to me, it's like not going to settle and be smooth. And again, I don't care. It's just another layer of texture, which is really good. Fine by me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call that good. You know me, I move really fast. I was like the first one done with everything in the class. And yeah, that happened. And so, but there were people that were doing this for an hour, like on one page. I was like, boy, I must really screwed that up. But that's just how I roll. So there's that. So pull a bit of this on the side just to make sure it's got some shine. Then I'll go back over those edges a little bit. And then you just want to put it down somewhere where it can be nice and where I'm going to have to put mine where we'll not end up with any Gracie tracks. I love that this is kind of chunky and monkey. You know, I love that. So there we go. There's my front, or my back. Isn't that pretty? And that's going to dry really nicely. Ooh. So I'm going to stick that right there. And I got to get a place ready to put my other one. Okay. I'm going to put my other one right on here. Okay. But this one, we're going to stick that on there. So I want to go ahead and, no, I'll do that afterwards. And so let's go ahead and put this on here. I'd really wish I had some of that tar gel, you guys. If you can get your hands on some of that tar gel, do it. It was neat looking. I was like, it was so shiny and so pretty. So get your hands on some of that tar gel if you can. I don't have any. I'm not going to get any. That's not something I feel like I should be buying right this second. But if you can, you should. If not, and if you only have Mod Podge, use Mod Podge right now. Any kind of Mod Podge. Okay? So don't feel like you have to have this. I'm just fortunate enough to have this because Christine gifted it to me about a year ago, and I've been hoarding it. So yeah. What a fun project. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. My problem is I just don't have the patience. Oh, this couple of ladies just walked by with their dog. I'm so jealous. This would be a great time to have a dog. I wouldn't be so alone. I mean, I have Gracie, but she just wants to sleep all day. I have Lauren, but she just wants to hang out in her bedroom doing her social media stuff. You know, I get it. I'm her mom. She doesn't mind. She'll watch a movie with me once in a while. We watched a Lifetime movie the other day. She said, "Mom, this is really bad." I know. Mom, really? I go, "We can watch something else." She goes, "No." It was actually pretty good because the girl was kidnapped, and so I kind of was happy that she was watching it with me because I go, that's one of my biggest fears, these days, kidnapping. So anyway, she watched it with me. Well, I mean, she had half of her time she was on her phone, but weren't we both? It wasn't very well. It was not the most wonderful movie. I don't even remember what it's called. Something silly. Some Lifetime silly movie. Sometimes it's okay to get into a Lifetime silly movie, though. Right, guys? All right, so really glob it on. Waste your stuff. I know somebody out there that knows what they're doing. So they're like, you don't need that much. But that's what my teacher told me to do in my class. And so that's what I'm telling you guys to do in this tutorial. Glob it on. Make it nice. Make it nice, people. All right, now with that, this is going to be the top. I'm tempted not to do this right this second, but I'm gonna. This needs to go on here. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to use this heavy, super heavy gel to glue this on here. So let me put the lid on here. And then I'm going to get out this super glue, super heavy gel. And what you guys could do is you could probably use like Aleene's or whatever. But I'm going to use this because I have it. And I don't want it to go bad. I think I should be doing this next time. I don't want to squish out the sides, but I'm just going to do this. Hope for the best, you guys. I need this heavy gel for something else when we're done here, but I probably don't need this much because I already have some gel on there, so I'm going to take some of this off so it's not squishing out the sides too much. But we do want it on the upper, like up in here, because that's where the... All right, so let me just do that. Clean it up a little bit. And then we can always do the gloss gel on the top of that when it's dry. Or out, because I might put something on here. So here we go. Is that how I decided I wanted it? Yes. And I'm going to move it over a little bit to the right because we have the spine thing. So I'm not going to be perfect about it, so it's just going to be right there. Okay? Give it a nice push down. I bet I could put something heavy on there for now, but it's all right. What am I doing? I'm going to make a mess of this. Okay, there we go. Tighten this back up. Is that crooked? It looks a little crooked. Oh boy. There we go. I think that's better. Sorry about my head, you guys. That's better, right? I hope that's not crooked. No, that's just about right. That feels like it's going to stick. That's not going anywhere. So that will be our front. I'm really excited about this. So you guys, yeah, make yours, let them dry, and I'll be back. I don't know if I'm going to wait a whole week or not, because based on what's going on in the world today, I might have a little bit more time on my hands, and I might want to get this rolling for you. So, but I actually think what I'm going to do right now is just add some gel shine to the top real quick. Gloss gel. Which one did I use? Matte gel. I'm going to put some on here real quick. Just because I want it to all be ready. Just in case I don't want it, I end up not putting anything on it. Okay? Sorry. As I said, I did not do this in the last class, so I don't exactly know the steps. So whatever the steps are, I could be wrong, but this will work for us. This is the way we do it, because we make a mess. And we love it. So I just want to put that on there. Just so that it's kind of all. Okay. Probably would help if I had a better spatula. There we go. All right. Yeah, because that might just stay like that for now. Who knows? All right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this long tutorial. And just take care, and I'll be back shortly with part 2. All right, take care, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Bye, guys. Stay safe.